So guys, a bombshell was just dropped in South Africa, which is going to shake the very foundation of the government. Police Commissioner General Mkhwanazi just just did a press conference and speak of evidence that's been gathered and parliamentarians and ministers in South Africa involved in crime syndicate, actively involved, hiding evidence, tampering with cases, blackmailing, corruption, and bribery. This is going to shake the very foundation of the parliament, especially the ANC and the DA party combined, because they are the ones who forced to join this government of national unity, which is obviously now we know what this evidence is a cover up. But let's listen to what he said in this press conference and then talk about it. Take a listen. Boom.
On the 26th of March 2025, this year, a total of 121 case dockets that were under investigation were taken away from the task team as directed by a Deputy National Commissioner Crime Detection, a Lieutenant General Sibia, who was acting on the instruction of the Minister of Police to disband the team. This was done without the authority of the National Commissioner, nor I, as a Provincial Commissioner, was never informed. These case dockets have since March been sitting at the head office ever since, without any investigation work done on them. 5 of these dockets had already instruction to arrest perpetrators, but nothing has been done because a Lieutenant General Sibia, being instructed by the minister, or well, executing instruction of the minister, withdrew all these dockets and they are sitting in archive in his office in Pretoria. God knows why. In the year 2024, a request was received from Gauteng Organized Crime Investigating Unit to assist with the investigation to dismantle the organized crime syndicate that was operating in Gauteng, that was controlled in Gauteng but operating in the rest of the country and in neighboring countries. I, as a Provincial Commissioner, took a decision to deploy 10 members from this political killings task team to go and support this organized crime unit in Gauteng. I can tell South Africans that this decision was a cause for the disbandment letter of this team, because they overstepped their mandate of only focusing in KZN and they went to support Gauteng organized crime unit with a dismantling of a criminal syndicate. And I can confirm before the South Africans today that the investigation which these members were involved with in Gauteng has unmasked the syndicate. And this syndicate involves, amongst others, politicians who are currently serving in Parliament. The law enforcement officers include the members of the South African Police Service, the Metro Police, and correctional services. They include prosecutors in Gauteng province, the judiciary, and all these are controlled by the drug cartel as well as business people in that province of Gauteng. This act, of course, undermines the criminal justice system in this country. On the 2nd of January 2025, at about 10:05 in the morning, Vusimuzi Ket Matlala receives a copy of the letter of the disbandment of the political killings task team from Mr. Brown Mkhwanazi, who is an associate with the Minister of Police. I pause to remind you that this is the very same Brown Mkhwanazi that the Minister of Police had denied in Parliament and later confirmed to be his comrade but not involved with police matters, but he's sending this communication. That's what we have discovered through the investigation. On the 14th of January 2025, Mr. Brown communicates with Mr. Vusimuzi Ket Matlala as follows, I quote, "Sure, don't forget to work on your invoices." On the 15th January, Mr. Vusimuzi Ket Matlala responds with a screenshot of an invoice that he has submitted to the South African Police Service, which I guess was due for payment on his contract. On the 26th of January 2025, Mr. Mkhwanazi sent a message to the Minister of Police, Senzo Mchunu, which reads as follows, I quote, "The guy of the funding in bracket 20 is also in Joburg from Tuesday. He is the one I said has a 3 billion contract with SAPS." Close quote. Open quote, again another message. "I am also meeting with the DNC and the COS today." Now, in the abbreviation, the DNC in the South African Police Service is referred to as the Deputy National Commissioner, and the COS will be, in this regard, the Chief of Staff. He says, "I'm also meeting with the DNC and Chief of Staff today in Durban for finalization of Khumalo and General Mkhwanazi's matter." Close quote. Another message reads, "DNC is waiting for the Chief of Staff here. This is very significant." Close quote. This is extracted from the communication of the arrested person. So we ask ourselves a question: is there a theory of conspiracy targeting senior officers involving the Minister of Police in this country? On the 31st of December, we have seen Mr. Mkhwanazi sending the following message to the Minister of Police, which reads, "Minister, I'm going to get the case number and the judgment for you. Now we got something proven by the court. This is a matter now which either Sibia or the minister can charge Khumalo and apply Rule 9 of the disciplinary regulations."
Let me just pause it there for 1 minute. I won't start long. You see, do you know what this is gonna happen now in South Africa? You're gonna have parliamentarians gonna attack him personally, try to discredit him, but they won't talk about the evidence or the portfolio that they have in offices. That won't be talked about. First, they're gonna be trying to attack him, to discredit him, to make sure this doesn't go nowhere. But you cannot push this under the rug. I know what's very interesting to me. I hear these same parliamentarians and ministers accusing Julius Malema of being corrupt and he's this and he's that, while it seems as if they are the ones who's accusing it, are the same things they're accusing him of being. Because Julius Malema is very outspoken and very bold, so if they have evidence that have brought it forward. But this just like a interlude to show you that Julius Malema should be the one leading South Africa currently, instead of these corrupted crime alliance syndicate parliamentarians, allegedly. Let's continue.
Of the South African Police Service. It took the Constitutional Court to release a man who was sentenced to life imprisonment through a forced Section 204 confession. Imagine, Comrade Senzo, after 30 years of democracy, having this kind of policing. The good thing now is that these are not allegations, but a court judgment. This is extracted from a conversation that Mr. Mkhwanazi is sending to the Minister of Police. On the 13th of May this year, the contract of Vusimuzi Ket Matlala was cancelled by the National Commissioner of the South African Police Service. On the 14th of May this year, Vusimuzi Ket Matlala sent a message to Mkhwanazi, which reads, I quote, "Morning. Just to let you know that my contract was cancelled yesterday, and I see you've been ignoring me and promising me things that never happened. Luckily, of every conversation, just in case something like this might happen, I'm taking all this to media and some to court on Friday when I do the interdict." Close quote. On the 30th of May 2025, the Investigative Directorate Against Corruption, which is referred to as IDEC, requests the exhibits from the cell phone of Vusimuzi Ket Matlala from the Political Killings Task Team, and they download the content of the cell phone. IDEC is a unit that was established to deal with corruptions in the country. We don't know what is it that we're investigating for them to come and ask for these cell phone downloads. on the 25th of May. On the 30th of May, I beg your pardon. On the 25th of June this year, the project coordinator of the political killings task team is arrested by IDEC. A dramatic arrest. A dramatic arrest. On the 26th of June 2025, the accused, Katiso KT Molefe, who was arrested by the very same task team, was granted bail. Guess that one went under the radar. The work of the organized crime in Gauteng, supported by the political killings task team, has indeed been compromised. The disbandment of the political killings task team was influenced by the sterling work that they performed in Gauteng to uncover the criminal syndicate, which involved some members of the criminal justice system operating in Gauteng province, and not because of what I presented earlier, which was the work they did in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. Their demise was as a result of them assisting Gauteng to uncover the criminal syndicate. Despite all these challenges, we acknowledge and appreciate the resilience of the members of the political killings task team. The political killings task team remains operational, albeit its attempt to disrupt its work to protect and serve the inhabitants of the Republic, as enshrined in the Constitution under Section 205, subsection 3 of the Constitution of the Republic. The political killings task team remains operational. Therefore, we have embarked on a process of registering a criminal investigation in order to deal with this infiltration and control of the criminal justice system by the organized crime. We in KZN know that a member of crime intelligence or members of crime intelligence released classified documents and handed them over to a member of parliament. That includes vetting documents, as well as covert properties. We all know in the country that the Joint Standing Committee of Intelligence is the one that must supervise the operations of a secret fund account, not only for the South African Police Service, but all the intelligence agencies in the country. That the members of crime intelligence gave these documents to the Member of Parliament, and the Member of Parliament registered a criminal case in Gauteng where he was alleging that some of the officials within crime intelligence were issued fraudulent vetting clearance certificates.
So that's the end. That's the end of the video. So I'm pretty sure President Ramaphosa are gonna say that he don't know anything of this, and he's gonna investigate. I'm guarantee he's gonna say something along those lines. And also these parliamentarians, hey, buckle up and buckle in. Even though I want South African citizens to pay keen attention to this, not just because you like a party like the ANC or the DA, you know, won't say, oh, they're attacking them. No, pay attention to the evidence, the portfolios, the names that was called, and who was arrested and released, and what crime syndicate they're aligned with. And instead of people just believing the hype of, oh, Julius Malema is VBS and he's for VBS scam, he's guilty of it. He have won every single one of his court cases that they have brought towards him. This is the reason why I know Julius Malema is the right person to lead this country. He would expose all of this. He wouldn't do like what I'm pretty sure President Ramaphosa is going to try to do. He's trying to find all kind of dilly-dallying and hoopla to try to hide and make sure this try to go away as fast as possible. Watch, I guarantee you they're going to fire this police commissioner, General Mkhwanazi. Watch and see, they're going to fire him within a month for some form of reason. But anyway, I will keep you guys posted on what's on this very important development, and let you know what's the fallout and what's the response of the president and some of the parliamentarians. I'll make sure you guys get to see this video. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Tell a friend, as you know, like, comment, and subscribe. Boom.